Hello students, and welcome back to your MCQ channel. We are here again with the class 12th English book Flamingo, chapter number 5, Indigo. So let's begin with the first MCQ question, and I hope you are enjoying the way we are presenting it. If you are, do subscribe to this channel, like the videos and share amongst your friends. So the first MCQ, children, is where did Gandhiji stay for 2 days? In a guest house, at Professor Malkani's house, at a lawyer's house, or at a peasant's house. So, in this chapter, Gandhiji stayed for 2 days at Professor Malkani's house. And children, this is part 1 of the Indigo. Because of 60 MCQs or more than 60 MCQs, we have, made 2 parts of this. So, part 1 is this one, and part 2 will be published after this. Next MCQ. So children, the next MCQ is who received Gandhiji at the Muzaffarpur station? Options are J.B. Kripalani, Shukla, Nehru, or Rajendra Prasad. And the correct answer for this, children, is J.B. Kripalani. Next MCQ. For how long did Gandhiji remain in Champaran? 7 weeks, 3 months, 1.5 years, or 7 months? You will have to remember this answer. The answer is 7 months, and it's an important MCQ, children. The representative of the planters offered to refund -% to the peasants. So, peasants are the farmers actually. So, the answer is 25%, 20%, 5%, or 10% to the peasants, and answer was 25% to the peasants. You will have to remember this answer. What happened when Gandhiji visited the Secretary of British Landlords Association? The secretary advised him to forthwith to leave Tirhut. The secretary was very helpful. The secretary proceeded to bully him, and the secretary said that they could not give any information to an outsider. And children, this is also an important MCQ, and answer for this is the secretary said that they could not give any information to an outsider. Let's go to the next one. Whom did Gandhiji send a telegram to? Professor J.B. Kripalani, peasants, British government, or Sir Edmund? The answer is Professor J.B. Kripalani. किसको टेलीग्राम भेजा था? The magistrate asked Gandhiji to furnish bail for 60 minutes, 30 minutes, 90 minutes, or 120 minutes. So, the magistrate asked Gandhiji to furnish bail for 120 minutes. It's a correct answer. Where did Gandhiji stay for 2 days? In a guest house, at a lawyer's house, at Professor Malkani's house, or at a peasant's house? And the correct answer for this is at Professor Malkani's house. Next one. Who volunteered to work in Champaran? Mahadev Desai and his wife, 2 disciples of Gandhi and their wives, Narhari Prasad and his wife, Kasturba and the eldest son of Gandhi. And the answer for this, children, is 2 disciples of Gandhiji and their wives. Next question. When did the author serve in the British Army? 1918 to 1920, 1900 to 1902, 1909 to 1910, or 1912 to 1930? Answer is 1918 to 1920. Next question. What was the full name of the peasant from Champaran? Rajkumar Shukla, Roop Kumar Shukla, J.B. Shukla, or Ram Kumar? And answer for this, again you'll have to remember, is Roop Kumar Shukla. Next question. Health conditions in Champaran were tolerable, miserable, fairly good, or under control? So we very well know the health conditions in Champaran were miserable. बिल्कुल ही बहुत ही बेकार थी. Who were ready to follow Gandhiji into jail? Was it Shukla or the lawyers or the peasants or J.B. Kriplani? And answer for this is the lawyers. Lawyers were ready to follow Gandhiji into jail. Why did Gandhiji start out on the back of an elephant? Because he set out to meet British official commissioner, or he set out to meet the secretary of British Landlords Association, or because he was summoned by Sir Edmund Gate, the lieutenant governor, or because a peasant had been maltreated and in a village nearby. So Gandhiji started out on the back of an elephant because a peasant had been maltreated in a village nearby. पास के गांव में एक किसान को बहुत बुरी तरीके से बर्ताव किया गया था. Next question. What amount of repayment did the big planters think Gandhi would demand? Repayment in full, 50% of the amount, no payment, just an apology, or double the amount? The answer is repayment in full. What was the purpose of the advocates of Home Rule? To get money, to instigate the people, or to encourage the people to participate in the freedom movement, or to be popular? So the advocates' purpose of the Home Rule was to encourage people to participate in the freedom movement. वो चाहते थे लोग अपनी जो freedom movement है आज़ादी की लड़ाई में participate करें. Next question. How did Gandhiji behave with the officials outside the court? He cooperated with them, he said that he would disobey the order, or he demonstrated his power, or he was firm and resolute? And answer for this is, children, he cooperated with them. उन्होंने पूरे cooperation के साथ lawyers के बाहर official से काम किया. After Tirhut, where did Gandhi go? Lucknow, Ahmedabad, Kanpur, or Motihari? Again, for this MCQ, you will have to remember the answer. After Tirhut, Gandhiji went to Motihari. Next question. Where is Champaran district situated? So options are in the northeast of Orissa, in the south of Bihar, in the foothills of the Himalayas in Bihar, or in the southwest of Orissa. Again, children, for this you will have to remember the answer. It is in the foothills of the Himalayas in Bihar. यानी कि जो हिमालय है उसके foothills में बिहार में is the correct answer. Champaran. Next question. Shukla led Gandhiji to the house of a lawyer who later became the President of India. He was J.B. Kriplani, Mahadev Desai, Rajendra Prasad, or Zakir Hussain. So children, it is very easy to guess. You know who were the presidents of India, and the answer is Zakir Hussain. What did the British landlords and from the peasants after synthetic indigo was developed? What did the British landlords ask from the peasants after synthetic indigo was developed? 15% of produce, a new settlement, indigo as rent, or money as compensation. So children, the British landlords asked money as compensation from the peasants after synthetic indigo was developed. When did Gandhiji go to Lucknow? December 1917, November 1916, October 1917, or December 1916? And answer is December 1916. You will have to remember 1916 में गांधीजी लखनऊ गए थे. Why did Gandhiji protest at Motihari courthouse? To protest the court's order to postpone the trial, to humiliate the British, to show his power, or to be famous? We very well know Gandhiji never did anything to show his power or to be famous or to humiliate as such anyone. So he protested Motihari courthouse to protest the court's order to postpone the trial. Why was Gandhiji not permitted to draw water from Rajendra Prasad's well? Gandhiji was Harijan. Gandhiji looked like a vagabond as Rajendra Prasad was not at home, or because the servant thought Gandhiji was another peasant. So the correct answer for this is the servant thought Gandhiji was another peasant and he should not be allowed to draw water from the well. Why did Gandhiji consider the Champaran episode a turning point? Because its voice spread far and wide, because the British were scared, or to protest the court's order to postpone the trial, or because it became famous? The answer is the Champaran episode became very, very, very famous, and it was spread, far and wide. That is why Gandhiji considered the Champaran episode as a turning point. What was the condition of the peasants in Champaran? Terror-stricken and oppressed, very rich, very happy, or independent? So we very well know the peasants in Champaran were in a very bad state. So it is terror-stricken and oppressed. What was the attitude of the average Indian in smaller localities towards advocates of home rule? Very fearful and indifferent, very courageous, very welcoming, or pleasing? Answer to this is they were very fearful and indifferent towards advocates of home rule. Why was the government baffled? Because of farmers, because of sharecroppers, because of lawyers' power, or because of the success of Satyagraha movement by peasants? So government was baffled. So when the Satyagraha movement happened, it became very successful. So government got baffled because of the success of Satyagraha movement by peasants. Gandhiji was summoned by Sir Henry Gate, the Lieutenant Governor, Sir Edward Gate, the Lieutenant Governor, Sir Richard Andrews, the Lieutenant Governor, or Sir Freer Andrews, the Lieutenant Governor. And the correct answer for this children is Sir Edward Gate. What were the places visited by Gandhiji between his first meeting with Shukla and his arrival at Champaran? Calcutta, Patna, Gaya, Muzaffarnagar, Kanpur, Ahmedabad, Calcutta, Patna, Muzaffarpur, Kanpur, Ahmedabad, Gaya, Calcutta, Patna, Muzaffarpur, or Kanpur, Ahmedabad, Patna and Muzaffarnagar. Answer is Kanpur, Ahmedabad, Calcutta, Patna and Muzaffarpur. And children, this brings to the last question of this MCQ part 1, and I will publish this part 2 very soon. So keep on following this channel, subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, please do like the channel, and for any suggestions which you want me to implement in another new videos which I will be publishing, please comment for that. So last MCQ for today in this chapter is, how did Kasturba help Gandhiji? By teaching ashram rules and cleanliness, by speaking to the people, or by moving here and there, or by walking with him? Answer is by teaching ashram rules and cleanliness. Thank you children, and best of luck for your exams.